I might try puzzles again. I probably should just get in the habit of doing that. Even though I'm pretty sure they made me worse. Ooh. Interesting. Well, this is a little different, but I like a little different. What? Okay, I don't really get that. Moving the bishop back, or moving the knight back, I should say. That makes sense. Hmm. Well, looks like this is going to be a slow one. Hmm. Very interesting. Okay, so they did castle on that side. That's kind of what I expected. I think this is worth it even if they decide to trade. Should I move? Oh, I should move I'll move the knight here first. That's a good idea. Oh, that was dumb. Okay. Well, I might as well resign. I was not even thinking. I just let them have my rook. Very nice. I needed to think, and I just didn't. Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Ooh, I should have known they would do that. That's a pretty obvious um, threat. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Nice. So I'm not sure. I kind of feel like I need to get my pieces out of the back rows so that I'm not in danger of. Oh wow, they just moved the king already? That's interesting. Huh. Hmm. That kind of makes sense. I have to be very careful though. Probably should get my pieces out. Now that the knight's gone, I can get my knight out on its natural square. I'm thinking of when the bishop, if the king moves over, attacking them with the bishop, so that would develop the piece and also prevent them from going to a safer square in the back where they want to be. That's exactly what I thought they would do. And the bishop can't block because it's pinned, so that's kind of nice. And if they block with their other bishop, no, that's not possible. Never mind. Yep, I thought so. Ooh. And this is hard, but the safest thing is probably just to get my knight out. I kind of want to just take the bishop. I feel like I could do that for free right now. But the other thing is, if I take this pawn with the knight, it's check, so that's not bad either. And it's also another attacker on the bishop, so this probably is actually quite good. Let's see. Ooh, interesting. Well, I could probably just safely trade since I'm up a lot of material. That wouldn't be bad by any means. Or I could just play rook check, but that blocks the queen. No, that's not good anyway because the bishop can take. If I do that, I could do the knight check that I saw earlier, which is probably not that great. Actually, it might be pretty decent actually, because then I can move the bishop back, defend the knight, but it's not. No, I can't actually. I'd probably just have to end up taking the. Ooh, interesting. Well, I don't know. It's probably not good to do this. Actually, this is fine because if I take the bishop, they have to do something with the queen anyway. So my knight would have a chance to get away. Okay, king didn't come closer to the knights. That worked. Let's see. Do. I could go back. Oh, the knight was defending the bishop as well. But if I go back and say check with the knight, that doesn't really do anything. Of course, I can attack the queen. Maybe I will. This rook isn't doing anything yet anyway. This might actually not be good. Well, I guess if they attacked my queen, I would just have to do the check with the knight. And that would defend the bishop, so I guess that would make it work okay. Okay, I'm not sure what that was about. I think that's maybe not helpful at all to them. So they're threatening checkmate. Very interesting indeed. Oh, shoot. This is so risky. If I lose I only have the one in the back row. I feel like I have to free up the back rank, which is going to make this really, really hard. I guess I have to do this. I might be lost. I honestly don't know if there's a good solution to this. I can't believe this. Let's see. If If I go there... Man, this is so hard. Okay, my rook is defended, so I don't really have to worry about that. Hello. Oh, doing alright. Wow. I just got into an absolutely crazy position here. They, I wasn't able to take the queen because they could have back rank mated me. I had no rooks in the back. So I probably should have moved one of the king pawns before I got into that situation, so I could have taken the queen. And now they're probably... Now they're gonna move it, probably. Yeah, because it's been there for like 2 or 3 turns already. Yeah. Okay. Oh shoot, that wasn't good. I mean, it's kind of okay, but not really. Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh. I mean, now I have the bishop, kind of, but like, yeah, that really wasn't great. I really... Oh shoot, now I just lose my queen though. That was bad. I'm just totally falling apart here. Yeah, exactly. I know. I didn't want to trade queens, but giving it away was a lot worse. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I feel like doing puzzles made me so terrible. I thought they were supposed to help. Yeah. But I played Steve earlier today and I beat him once. He's the one that was 1744 and he won the... Yeah, I beat him. I don't know. Unfortunately, I forgot to check how much I got when I beat him. But I think it's probably like 16, because 15 is the highest I've ever seen. Sorry, I need to just make sure I see where they went. Ooh. Oh my god. I can't believe that. That's insane. I might actually win this. Well, they have one. No, they have two, actually. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. That's awesome. Yeah, there's no way I would have missed that, honestly. Crazy. I'm just... Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh, I know what to do. Oh, that works too. I didn't even... No, it doesn't. Dang it. I did that on purpose because I should have put protected the bishop first. That was a mistake. But if I was hoping they would take the knight with the king and then, but yeah, I should have just thought and like defended the bishop first because now I might just be in trouble. Although if they take that pawn now, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I hope I can do this. I should be able to, but we'll have to see. Oh man, I guess, yeah, my knight's pinned at the moment, but if they want to maintain the pin, that means their rook is kind of stuck there for a while, so maybe I like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, Alex, what's up? Yeah, I know. Oh, going well. How's yours? I just called a friend of mine who I lived with her and her husband years ago in student Christian housing, and they're awesome. So I haven't seen them in years, and it was super fun to talk to her for a while. And sounds like her husband is gonna look at Twitch and check me out sometime. So that could be fun. And can't remember if you were on when I was playing Steve yesterday, but he's really good. He's 1744, and I actually won a game against him today. How's your day going? I think it's yeah. I think I think I'm kind of scared of you. I mean, you're winning the majority of our games anyway, and the way I played today, a lot of the time, makes me kind of feel like maybe I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say no just because I'm losing, but it just feels like yeah. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like you beat me all the time anyway, but I'll do it. If you win them all, do what? Oh, sure. Sure. I don't, I always like to offer unrated to people just in case, but yeah, that's fine. I'll probably win some. I mean, it's just inconsistency like always. Okay. Well, that's cool. Huh. Wow, that's a weird rook move. Yeah. Man, I can't tell really what they're doing. It's kind of strange. That rook move is probably the most useless move he could have made, honestly. Yeah, exactly. That's, yeah, it's good to hear. Um, let's see. I mean, I want to try to push this pawn. It's just kind of complicated. I can have the other pawn protected up to a certain point, but since they still have the h pawn, it's not totally easy. Huh. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should. Well, if I go here, I can always move the king up to defend the knight if they try to pin, so that's not that big of a deal. And I probably want my king involved anyway with the pawn advance, so this is probably good. Their king can't really approach my pawns very easily either, so I think I like this. Okay. So I could put them in check. That's interesting. I guess I can't push the pawn. That's a bummer. Yeah, I know. I mean, they could take the two pawns at the bottom pretty easily if they want to, I think. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, because they can't get closer to the pawn, which is cool. Yeah. And it defends the B pawn, which I don't necessarily care about, but might as well for now. What's Polowich? What does that mean? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see. I know it can be divided that way, but since there's no spaces, it just isn't very clear that that's what it means. I get it. Right. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine for. Yeah, you can definitely feel free to add anything that seems appropriate. Let's see. Oh, maybe I should just defend all these. I mean, there's not much of a reason not to, I guess. Wait a minute. Okay. If I just leave my king there. Yeah. Yep. Well, it is kind of funny to me, I think. Yeah, I don't feel like he's really accomplished anything in the last 10 moves or however long. I'm not sure. I mean, he could be stalling, but it could just be a really hard position. Maybe he is trying to do something. Yeah, I think so too. I was just, uh, yeah, hmm. Honestly, I just want to let him take that pawn, because if he does, then I can fork the king and rook.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hoping. Oh, he does.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty silly though. I mean, he really didn't have a lot going for him anyway, but now it's even more hopeless. Okay, well, I might as well keep my knight. I guess there's no reason not to. Maybe I'll just
You
get.
can always checkmate with the queen and the knight.
Yeah, and I might just get 2 queens, because all my pawns are pretty far advanced already. But I guess that would still take kind of a while if I were to do it that way. Try now? Try what? Oh, the watch time? Did that not work before? Uh, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, and I think people talked about like I think it has to do with weed or something. I think I've heard that before, and I also know 420 is like when Columbine happened, so that's like a thing. But I don't know all the connections or like what it means exactly. Okay, yeah, I'm sure. I'm not concerned at all.
Dude, yeah, you actually like almost gonna check me.
Yeah, maybe. I think I will. I mean, nice. Um, yeah. Yeah, although if he goes to C1, that seems I don't know how easy it's going to be. It probably won't take. I think it'll be pretty easy. I think I know what's going. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get another queen, but I guess that would just be mean. Okay,
You got this.
let's see.
Me too.
We go there. Oh, yeah. See, it's there.
Come on.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't totally sure. I should have been. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna see if it'll let me move now. It probably won't. Oh, maybe it will. So there, and then there, and then there. So that worked. I didn't see it, but it was easy enough that I'm sure I would have found it. I'm glad it lets me move after. I didn't know if it would. I don't think I've tried that before. What? Oh no, I actually didn't. I just moved. After I got rid of the resign window, I just moved those pieces automatically. So I didn't even have to do that, which is awesome. Hmm. I know, that's why I did it. We play so many games, I feel like I have to do something different. Okay. Wow.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hardly ever do a double fianchetto, and I don't think I've ever advanced all the pawns on both sides that way, but I'm just. I know, I don't either. I don't do that either, but that's literally why I'm doing it. It's like, because we play each other so much, so it's like, I kind of don't care. I just want to do something different that you're not going to expect from me. Yeah, I wasn't even sure I was. Go ahead. Wow. Yeah, I didn't really think that was going to happen originally, but I think I'm. I used to do it sometimes, but it's been a long time. Ooh. No, it isn't actually. It's called an outpost. It's called an outpost because you can't. It can't be attacked by a pawn, which is not true. Oh man, that's just not nice at all. Oh my gosh. I guess I might have to let you have an outpost square. Let me see. Isn't that a fun move? Yeah, for me, not for you so much. I'll get your knight. I just may not be able to get it with a pawn, unfortunately. Yeah, for me. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Hmm. So you just don't want me to castle. I see. Fine. Um, we'll try this. Say goodnight to your knight. He doesn't belong there.
But he does.
I don't like him there. It's evil. Okay. How shall I take this? I mean, I kind of want to take with the queen, but I kind of don't, honestly. I don't know. Maybe so. Well, I think I actually will take with the queen. I think it's time for you to die. Only in the game, of course. Let's see. Do do do. Interesting. What do we want to do? Well, I kind of should maybe take the bishop. Probably need to do that, honestly. Probably. Maybe not. I think I'll not, actually. Okay, let's see. I guess this makes it a little bit more clear. So now you can go to b4 or d4, potentially, something like that. Yep. Actually, he deserves to be stuck, doing nothing. That's his goal in life, clearly. I like your rook. I have a feeling he might be too. Okay, I still like a rook of yours. Good night, knight. That was very generous, thank you. They're both kind of not doing anything right now. So it kind of doesn't matter which one I take. Well, in it, maybe, but like, I feel like I got the knight and a rook. Plus, there's no guarantee it's going to stay that way. I mean, once these pawn captures happen, there's at least one open file, and I feel like the rooks are going to become powerful fairly quickly at this point. Well, I'm sure it'll get better for you. Next game, maybe. Oh, that's sad. I kind of do mind. That's kind of not nice. It's not like I had that many options. Okay. That's fine. Um, ooh. Cuz I don't like queens. They're not necessary. of, of course you do. You're such a nice friend that I'm sure you would give me your queen, maybe even for free, because that would be a lot better than me having to sacrifice mine. Fine. I'll just I'll just take your queen for free without giving you mine in return. Why not? Actually, it's kind of almost trapped. Unfortunately, I don't think I can actually trap it, but it's almost trapped. Okay, I had a feeling that's what you were gonna do. Well, yeah, that's why you were supposed to just give it to me for free. Huh. If I go there, and then. No, that's not a good idea. You know, honestly, I don't have that many options either. In terms of good options, anyway. Well, this will do for now. That is a good move. It's a lovely move. Nice way to stop you. No, it's not. That's a horrible move. Yeah, a pointless check. Congratulations, you attacked my king for no reason. Yeah, you should play Queen C3. Hey, I said Queen C3. That's not Queen C3. Fine. If you don't want to give me the queen, if you don't want to trade queens voluntarily, then I'll force you to do it. Okay, you can just give me the queen for free if you'd prefer. That's always preferred on my end. I just didn't expect you to say yes to that. That's no, thank you. I I don't like your pawn. Because I like the idea of keeping at least one rook, at least for now. Okay, now I like your pawn, maybe, depending on what your next move is. Okay, eventually I will, maybe. Locking it all up? Thank you. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about time. That sucks. That doesn't make any sense. You had tons of time left. There's no way you were going to run out of time. No way, really? Not that it matters since I lost anyway. Wow. I've heard of the English, but I haven't ever learned anything about it. Yeah, that's a great idea, Alex. I love that idea. I'm not sure how a time emote what that would be. If it would be something with. It would be cool if we could have like a chess clock or something. Yeah, probably. But like even Steve does 30-minute games, and so I'm playing as if I'm playing a long game. I'm not even thinking about it most of the time. And I'm still looking at chat sometimes too. So like that's just bad. It's a lot better if I don't look at chat when I play 10-minute games. Okay, this is really kind of annoying because I don't really want to keep doing the same opening over and over. I know. Go ahead. Why not? Yeah, that would be a good thing. Then I could. Ha ha. That would be nice of you. You're such a great guy sometimes, but usually you're mean when we play. That's why you don't win most of the time. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think. It's not really a sacrifice, though. It's a trade. It, it, it's only bad for you because it improves my position potentially, but I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know I was thinking about it, but it just never really. You didn't. You didn't really let me do it though. So. Yeah. I wonder who's gonna do my emotes. I kind of need to figure that out. Make my emotes. Because I'm not much of an artist. I mean, my dad's an artist, but I don't know, he doesn't like to just do stuff for free, so. What? Yeah, maybe, but I'd have to make sure it's like clip art or something, because I definitely would want to make sure it's free to use, that kind of thing. Fine, fine. Yeah, or, Not really interested in Botez Gambit, though. Yeah, I know I expected most Twitch people to have to pay for the emotes. That makes sense. That's why I kind of uh that's why I kind of mentioned it because I know that's like the normal thing to do. Okay. I was just looking at chat. I probably shouldn't do that. Well, that's really cool. If you would like to put me in touch with him, that would be cool because I just don't even have any contacts for that right now. But I'm not going to ask them to do it for free for me because obviously I don't know them, and if they do charge people, sometimes I'd totally be willing to pay for it. Thank you for the queen. Hey, it's fine. I already lost the last one, even though I shouldn't have. Let's see. Hey, that's not nice. Oh man, let's see. Let's see. What should I do? Interesting. I probably shouldn't do this, but I think I'm going to anyway, just because I'm so far ahead. But it's probably a little too cocky, but just for the sake of having fun.
Yeah.
I like your pawns. Okay. No, that's Steve. I know his name is Steve because he's on YouTube. His name is Steve. It's Black Rabe, unless it's another word that's a foreign word that I don't know. He did follow yesterday, and he was on earlier today, but he was on from YouTube yesterday, and that's why you may not have seen him. I think I invited him to Discord, but he hasn't been in yet, as far as I know. What? Yeah. But he wasn't. Yeah, what I'm saying is yesterday he was in YouTube chat, so you wouldn't have seen, and then um, today he was in Twitch chat, but you weren't on, so I'm sure you'll see him at some point.
Seriously, still annoying.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I like to be annoying. That's no, not particularly. I checked earlier to make sure that I had a place to go. What? Oh man, you're so. That was just. That was just not nice. No, thank you. I'm not interested in that. Yeah, right. Uh, okay. Go ahead. Okay, where? Okay. Fine. I won't push the pawn this time, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that instead.
Like, don't push it this time.
Well, I can't make any more promises because I like to keep my promises.
Uh, so that was.
No, I'd rather checkmate you. I didn't say it was, but you're right. I thought it was at first, and it's not. So that's. This is like annoying. How is this as hard as it is? It should be easier than this. Not really. Let's see. Well, I'll get you sooner or later. It's just gonna. I'm gonna try. I'm just kind of failing at the moment. Oh, duh. Oh no, it wasn't there before, but it is now. Uh, a chance to checkmate you. That's all. Okay. There. How do you like that?
I'm gonna send you one final game, but it's gonna be a technical.
Oh shoot. Okay, fine. But that's sad because I don't really win 5 minute games at all, so it's probably gonna suck for me. I guess I don't really care though. Oh man, I thought it was 5 minute games. Or a 5 minute game. Oh my gosh, I lost the map. Okay. Okay. So, ah! I'm trying. See, I've already lost the mouse at least twice. It just makes it really hard. Yeah, but I can't. That's not really possible. Oh my gosh. Okay, I should have just done that earlier. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, what? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I wish. Okay. You know, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I mean, there was a lot more game than I would have expected in 1 minute for me. But actually, you didn't have that much time either, so I guess that was sort of almost okay. I could have made another move. I just gave up because I saw that my time was so low and I expected to be terrible, but it could have been even closer than that. Alright. Yeah, sounds good. What? Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, sure, I'll play you. This was our last game anyway, so that's perfect. As you see, I don't really play 1 minute games. I did lose the mouse a couple times, so they can't really see well enough to do it. I just figure I don't care about my bullet rating at all, so I might as well, you know, do it for the entertainment once in a while. Yeah, I love 10 minute. Honestly, I do faster a lot of times, but I do 10 minute as a compromise, so I'm totally up for that. Um, so you can request me on friend request me. You can just send me a challenge or whatever. And if you're a friend, that makes it easier for me to send challenges back to you too. So, all right, cool. Thanks. Have a good night. I am working with my friend tomorrow, so it's different. I normally do it on Wednesday, but just letting you know. All right. Okay. Nice. I don't really know the lines at this point. Okay. Okay. I was thinking about doing this anyway. I don't know if I should, but I think I will. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Interesting. That was not nice. Okay, fine. I should have guessed. That's terrible, though. I can't believe I did that to myself. Not good. Nice to open up the king a little bit, but this is not so great. Okay. No, I cannot move that. I guess I have to do this. I'm just not playing well at all. That's really sad. That was so stupid. I'm an idiot. Wow. Well, I should just resign, to be honest. This is awful. There's no chance in the world that I could win this. I'm so stupid. I cannot believe I just gave away my rook. Well, I'm absolutely terrible. I can't believe it. Even if I gave away a couple pieces, I didn't think I'd be an idiot and give away everything. Ah, that was crazy. Yeah, thanks. I guess you're great at this. Like, I don't know. It's easy. I try not to, but I really underestimate people when, I usually underestimate people's ratings are really low, and sometimes it's low just because you never play that time control, and sometimes it's just random, whatever, but, like, I should just assume everyone's amazing because there are good people at all levels, and that's the other reason that, that's the other reason that I am as low as I am. I can't get better because there are good people at low levels as well as good people at higher levels, so it's crazy. Yeah, I'm probably not underrated. I thought I was way better than I am, but the fact that I'm staying so low for so long means um, I probably am not under. I probably shouldn't be higher rated than I am because I have gotten a lot worse. Oh, this is just a random one, I think. Wow, I almost moved it up too, and now it's not letting me move at all. That's kind of weird. Alright, maybe I'm just okay with that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Okay. Try this. Cool, thanks. You too. Um, I do try to stream almost every day, at least 5 days a week usually, so I'm on quite a bit in the afternoons and or evenings, so quite a bit. Okay, do I do that? Maybe castle first. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay. Man, I'm just being dumb today, giving away all my pieces. It's really sad. Wish I could just play well. Okay. would take. Oh. This is just weird. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. It just seems like we're just wildly capturing pieces a ton. There's not much order to this madness at all. It's funny. I like it. Shoot. I didn't really. The knight is like totally messing up my plans being there. Oh. I'm honestly a little surprised. I think I'm okay with that trade, to be honest. Nice. I probably was going to move up a pawn next to just make sure that no back rank issues would happen, but that worked out. Hey, Alex, if you want to play, we can do that. I guess I should have asked earlier, but if you'd like, we can. Otherwise, I will probably just go back to some more games. Yeah, maybe. I'm probably gonna be on for maybe another hour and a half. But I do have work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna stay on as late as I normally like to. Just wanted to offer because you've been in for a while, so I wanted to check and see. But I'm totally up for just doing some games. I'd love to get my rating up and just do normal games and get my rating up a little bit. So all for that, but it's always like to have that be an option. It's funny. A long time ago, I tried to do 60-minute games. It seemed like nobody ever does that. Maybe a little bit, but that was hard back then. And it's like I usually don't even need 30 minutes, so 60 minutes is probably not necessary. Yeah, no problem. Ooh, I actually like playing against the Scandinavian. The move order I like is can be pretty good, and I feel like it was countered really well one time, but usually this works pretty well for me. Oh shoot, that kind of changes things a little bit. instead of doing what I really wanted to do. Okay. They might have tried queen b5 to keep the pawn defended. I mean, I could have attacked it again, but it's probably better than just pinning their knight there and letting my bishop out. Yeah, the way they did it was kind of okay, actually, I think. Hmm. Okay, cool. Sounds good. This one still has quite a ways to go, I think. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad they castled there. That's nice. Maybe. We will have to see. I think I'm even willing to lose the knight if I need to. They move the pawn up. I move the pawn up. Well, maybe not. I am glad that we're castled on opposite sides. I'm just kind of. But I kind of feel like they could get an attack going here pretty easily. Maybe. Hmm. Yeah, they could definitely make my knight move easily, which is hard. I think I'll just go here and then move my knight to there. Although, knight takes, bishop takes, shoot. Yeah, I didn't have time to go to a good square, so that's annoying. I was trying to prepare it, but it took too long. So their attack comes way faster, and I'm going to lose this game. I mean, I am a piece up, so maybe I can do it, but we'll have to see. Yeah, that's really cool getting 1100. I mean, it's funny though. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, I feel like I was over 1200 almost always, and even over 1300 occasionally. And now, because I've been slumping so much for the last month or two, it's just, I don't know. It's really weird. I don't understand it, honestly. So, I guess it's just a matter of, you know, getting lucky enough to stay strong enough for long enough that you can actually get high enough, or higher. I don't know. And I may start doing puzzles because Steve was telling me, encouraged me to do it yesterday, encouraged me to do it today. And I'm just like, maybe I'll try that. But ironically, today I'd played worse after puzzles than before. So I don't really know. But because he's such high rated, so much higher rated, I really want to listen and feel like maybe he can help me out because he's way higher than I am. But I don't know. Well, like I said, it made me worse. I mean, I did quite a few today. But maybe, maybe they can be useful. We'll see. I mean, it seems like it helps other people, but they've never really helped me so far. Yeah, I hope so. It does, there are certain ones that I just don't tend to get, so yeah, it probably will help. Yeah, I've never really done it every day. I probably should try that. I mean, might as well, since nothing else has worked so far. Okay, that's good. I like that. Queen move. That's nice. Knight. Ooh. If I could, maybe I'll go here. Oh wait, no, that's not where I was thinking I was going. We don't want to necessarily do that unless I can bring my queen in. Maybe I should do pawn up first. No, the queen. Geez, this is hard because that pawn is only defended by the pawn. I feel like I kind of need to get my pawns up while my bishop defends it. Ooh, that's interesting. Actually, I like this. Let's try this for now. Try and get the queen, maybe. Yeah, I mean, a lot of mates, a lot of checks, and in the puzzles where it says capturing something, it's sometimes hard to tell. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like it's harder for me because in an actual game, I can remember from piece to piece or like what moved before, what's going to move next, and like follow what's going on. But when I see a brand new position, it takes extra time for me to figure out what happened or where we're at. So it's probably harder for me than most people to do puzzles. Or just visually, the fact that, my vision is the way it is. Oh yeah. Well, that's encouraging too because I'm a Diamond member. It's partly because I just want to support chess.com and I have always liked them, but like I don't feel like I should be a Diamond member because I'm not taking advantage of stuff. Like in the past, one of the biggest reasons I wanted to be a member was for the sake of the video lessons, and I feel like I'm not even doing those anymore. So it's kind of like I feel like I don't really need to be a Diamond member if I'm honest about it because I just am not doing it at all. Huh. Wow, this is hard. Um, Harder than I expected, to be honest. Yeah, it's possible, but they probably will a little bit. I mean, I hope so. Just the fact that I've been at the same level or getting worse for years, and like since I've been playing my whole life, there's got to be something that'll help me, and maybe puzzles are a part of it. Jeez, they're totally gonna win. There's nothing I can do about it. Their attack is coming way faster than mine. The only good thing is if they take that pawn, I can take and it's check, so that helps a little bit, but there's no way I can get an attack going against their king. I was afraid they might do that, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't study either. I honestly, part of me would like to do the ICC, and it is another membership, so part of me doesn't want to do it, but I sort of would like to because um, they have video lessons on there, and Simon Williams has a whole bunch of. It's like the videos that he does on there are so. It's hard to explain, but there's some really good lessons. And on the other hand, there's so many. I know there's different types of lessons on chess.com. I know there's a lot of free stuff on YouTube. So it's like, do I really want to ever sign up for that again? Maybe not, but I kind of do. Oh man, their knight is just so pesky. If I take the knight, that might really help me a lot, actually. If I get a free move, I think it's just over though. Yeah, and not studying openings is probably good for you. I mean, I've heard the masters talking about the idea of like you don't need to do that. Maybe it's good to know a couple, but it's for so long the issues are oh, I hung a piece, or oh, this or that. Like, it's probably better to just focus on um, the opening, or focus on the important things like the tactical stuff and keeping your pieces safe and the really straightforward things that we obviously need to do anyway. And then openings are more important in the future. So I do feel like, not studying openings could be a benefit to you. I mean, to be honest, I studied the Rui Lopez recently a little bit, just, to get to learn it a little bit better, a few more moves ahead, just to help me a tiny bit, but I'm not learning everything about it. And then the Scotch, I didn't study it, but I basically taught myself. And then I watched a video on it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I know all that. Like, that's how I play it anyway, so I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, let's see. Huh. That was nice of them to not take my bishop. Hmm. I'm so nervous, though. I feel like I'm just in a terrible position here. Um, Maybe I should try to trade queens just for the sake of having one less. I'm way ahead right now, honestly. If I could take the pawn and sage check, that would at least give me another bit before losing it, or I could move it back. Oh, this actually defends against this threat as well, so I like that. Probably not bad. But yeah, I really think that I'm done here. Yeah, I just realized that I was up by a lot. It's weird. It's like 7 points. It's like, I don't know why I'm just letting them win because there's no reason for that. I mean, I shouldn't have been up by that much. They should have taken my bishop when I took their knight, but they decided not to. So again, this is a question of maybe I sacrifice a piece for a pawn or a piece for two pawns or something, and uh, it might be fine to just do that, honestly. I know this looks bad, but it might kind of be okay. They can put me in check, and then I can move to king h1, and then the queen can't take my bishop because it's defended with my queen. So I feel like as terrible as this looks, it might actually be good. Okay, that was just generosity. I don't know why they did that. Okay, they go up a pawn. Big deal. They can take my knight. Oh no, they can't take my knight because it's defended, so that was weird. Okay, never mind. It looks like they're just gonna drain me now. I was wrong. They're just dominating right now. They're gonna get another queen, and well, I don't know. I guess I can take that pawn with my rook. I probably should, even though it's totally dumb to do that. Um, let's see. No, I can't even attack the queen with the rook because that'll prevent my bishop from capturing, so that doesn't work. I'm not winning at all. I mean, I can't be up that much material because if I was, I'd be actually beating them. I mean, I would. There's no way I could be in this bad of a position for all the material I have theoretically. It's crazy. Wow, this is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. I take there. Yeah, I don't know. I know the bishop's defending, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's the problem. I should attack the queen. I need to get an initiative. But if I attack the queen, the bishop won't be defending there anymore. I knew I had no chance of winning. There was literally nothing I could do. The rook couldn't move over. I had to do that. That was the only move. And it's like, oh, it's checkmate now. So that just proves how bad I am, because if I'm up tons of material, it makes no difference. I was not winning. I wasn't even close to winning. Winning is about position. In a master game, winning has nothing to do with material. It usually does with terrible people like me, but apparently not always. Well, the engine was wrong. When your position is so bad that you're going to be checkmated, it doesn't matter how much extra material you have. There was nothing I could do. I'll prove it, because look, I moved the queen up here, but look, the rook can't move over. I mean, the rook could have taken the pawn, I suppose. I wonder. Oh, yeah, good. I can go back. So let me see. So, oh, right. This arrow doesn't work. Let me see. Okay, so let's say I move rook here to g2. That doesn't work because then the pawn just queens, and it's not quite checkmate, but it's close. Maybe I should have just done that. It just looks really scary. Um, the bishop has to stay on that diagonal because it's defending there. Like I said, the rook can't do anything. I tried to move the queen. That was the only other option. I mean, I guess I should have just done king here. And then I should have done king e1 and then king d2 and then king c1, maybe, but that's a huge waste of time. The other thing is that hangs my rook once the king is getting away from my rook. So you see, it was so horrible that there was literally nothing I could do. Position is all that matters. Material doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. I mean, maybe I should, but there's no point. It's too late now anyway. And I already saw that it doesn't work. I just showed you that it doesn't work. Um, and plus, it doesn't matter anyway. And it only showed one blunder and two mistakes, so obviously I wasn't winning. I have more blunders and mistakes in games I actually win. To have played so well and still lost proves that there was literally nothing I could do. But the other thing is, the things they call mistakes aren't mistakes. The things they call blunders aren't blunders. I have looked at some of the games after the fact, and it just confuses me more. It doesn't help me. There might be resources that are helpful, but the chess.com analysis is not helpful at all. I've used it before. I mean, I agree with you. That's definitely logical. It makes sense, but it's not. The chess.com analysis just doesn't help. Oh my gosh, they're dumb. I can't believe they just did that. I hate doing, well, I guess I'll just be dumb and move a bunch of pawns. I should get my pieces out, but I guess I can't. I literally went through some of my games. It's like, what are they calling a blunder? And I went through it, and it's like, that wasn't a blunder. I could tell it wasn't. They, it's like, there have been a few situations like that. Like, I wish, I wish they would make it more, I wish they would be more logical about why this is bad or whatever, but it's just, they do a poor job of their analysis. And I'm sure there are ways to do it well and sites that do it well or engines or whatever, but it's their way of doing it is just not very helpful, unfortunately. Well, I can maybe look at a game after this, or look at this one, for example, afterwards. The problem is I have to do full screen to do analysis, so I can't really see the chat as much. But I guess I can keep enlarging it and making it smaller, um, so I can go back and forth or whatever. And there might be games where they actually do it well. I mean, that's certainly possible. So maybe we'll have to see. So like maybe there are times that they actually give you helpful information. I guess we can look at it, but I think it's just going to make me feel worse because I probably missed everything I should have, seen or whatever. But if I really only had one blunder and two mistakes or whatever, that's like one of my better games ever. So if that's actually true, there's no way I lost so badly. And like I showed you, there was nothing I could do. The rook could do nothing. The bishop could do nothing. The queen couldn't do anything. That got me mated. So like it's obvious there's nothing else I could do. I could have moved a piece on the other side of the board. That obviously wouldn't have made a difference. It's just it couldn't be more clear that there was nothing I could do. Huh. At some point, there could have been something I could do, but at the end, there wasn't. I just showed you that there wasn't, and it was true. There were very few pieces on that side of the board. Moving the pawn up, pawns only move forward. That wouldn't have helped. Moving the bishop wouldn't have helped. Moving the rook wouldn't have helped. Moving the king might have, but I definitely would have hung the rook. I mean, it's certainly not something any human would have found. No, I'm 100% sure there was nothing I could do at the end. except for maybe give them a rook. And then, yeah, maybe I would have survived, but so what? If I give all the material back, the advantage would be gone. Computers consider material way more important than it actually is. I know that for a fact. I've heard masters say that. It's very clear that they thought I was way ahead just because I was a ton of material points ahead. That's the whole reason. They don't care about position. Like I just explained, I couldn't move anything anywhere meaningful. It doesn't matter what I did. It was awful no matter what. It just proves that. Let's see. I almost want to give that knight away, but I probably shouldn't do that. Oh no, this is really good actually. I like this. Very rare that I... yeah, on the black side I don't get to do this very much, but this is good. Yeah, I can't remember what you said, but it doesn't matter now anyway. It's over. You're not that bad. You're way better than I am. Everybody's better than I am. Well, might as well just recognize things for how they are. It's fine. Like I said, maybe I will improve. Maybe it is fine, but like, it's not a big deal. Just, but I mean, I know I'm gonna win some and lose some, and that's fine. But if I'm literally gonna be way ahead and just lose anyway, that's pointless. So, whatever, doesn't matter, I guess. But that's why I don't like to look at my games after the fact. Like, I don't. If I could learn from them, that would be great. But I don't. It's just like, oh, I did that dumb thing or whatever. The only reason to be, I mean, if I can find my weaknesses, that's one thing. But if I'm literally just looking at a game, it's like, oh, I made that mistake. Like, that's not going to help me. Just because I saw I hung my queen doesn't mean I'm never going to hang my queen again. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. Oh, geez, that was dumb too. I can't believe it. Well, that was generous for them to not take my knight. Let's see. I guess I'll look at it. I like the idea that you want to. It probably is better for me too. Um, you know, I just know it's not going to help me. Like I said, if it actually, it's not that I don't want to see the mistakes. It's just that it doesn't help. Like I said, for one thing, pointing out, saying, "Oh, I hung my queen," is like just because I realized that happened doesn't mean I'm not going to do it again in the future. And the other thing is, like I said, the chess.com analysis is terrible. It doesn't tell you anything. I've had, um, I mean, I've definitely had games um, where it said something was a mistake, and it wasn't a mistake. It said this is the best move or whatever, but it didn't even say what the problem was with the move I made. Sometimes it has a question mark and it just says why. Usually they call it a mistake just because of something like that. It's just that there might be a move that's slightly better positionally, but it's not usually a mistake. So it's just like, and as I said, there's probably ways to analyze games well. Chess.com just does a horrible job of it. Oh, it's not preconceived. I've actually tried to use it before. That's what I'm saying. I've already tried to use it and it doesn't help me. I already know from having experienced it not helping me and trying to look in more depth and whatever, and it hasn't done any good because it's just a bad resource. If there is another resource that's better, maybe it's worth using that, but it really hasn't helped. The other thing is, for example, when when I play as white, I often play the knight to the edge to set up um, that position where I take, and then the queen is doing check, and the knight is there and going to take the rook. You know, when I do that setup, when I move the knight to the edge of the board to set that up, it gives that Y and acts like it's a mistake. It's like it's not the best move because it's moving the knight away from the center, but it does have a purpose, and yet chess.com acts like it has no purpose and doesn't understand why I made that move. So that's a clear example where, like, to them, something is a mistake simply because it's not the best move. They don't care about if there's a purpose. If it's not the best move, they're just going to call it bad. It's like, I know it's not bad. I do it all the time. I often win a rook that way. Chess.com doesn't care. They just say, oh, that's a mistake because it's moving the knight away from the center. Let's see. No, I don't mind looking at things from a different angle. I'm explaining all this stuff because Well, I can back it up. Like I said, I would love to, actually be able to, if I really could get stuff out of it, that would be great. I would love to. Um, but I don't know. Like I said, we can look at the game after this and maybe there's a decent move. But it's like, so what? I missed a move. Like, that's not going to teach me anything for the future. There are many positions where, oh, we'll do it though. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of positions where there's literally no moves. When there's, you know, when there's a lot of castle positions where there's like queen and knight, and it gets to a certain point and there's nothing you can do. The fact that I was so close to being checkmated, there was just nothing I could do. That's it. Like, those positions happen all the time. So, I don't mind taking a look. I just know from experience it won't help, but I hope I'm wrong, obviously. That would be cool if it did. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's actually really hard for them because they can't take back now. That was probably, unfortunately, one of the worst moves they could have made. How did I... If you're talking about the last game, like I said, I don't think so. I mean, it was literally one of those positions where I had no moves. I could have made a pointless move on the other side of the board. Maybe they wouldn't have been able to checkmate me if I'd done that. Um, but I think they could have, because they still could have done queen there, and it would have been checkmate. No, it wouldn't. I might have been able to escape, but if at the very least I would have given away a rook. At the very least I would have given away a rook. Which maybe that's good, that's better than losing, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see, what do we do here? Huh. That might have been the blunder. I'm curious to see what they called a blunder, because there was only one in the entire game, according to them. Even though that can't be true. Like, I was in a terrible position the entire game. Like, I got a ton of extra pawn points, and I still was sucking, so it didn't matter. Okay, let's see. Shoot, I wish I'd done that rook move first, maybe. No, I'm not. I'm not. I showed you the report. It said that I only had one blunder. Like I said, it might have been that. It might have been that last move, but we don't know. We have to look at it first. I checked. I checked the report. That's how I know there was one blunder, because it specifically said that. I'm not assuming or anything. Let's see. Jeez, I should just resign. I can't do this. I've just lost it. I know I was supposed to win this game, but I just can't think. Alright, we can look at that other one. Let's see. Honestly, it's probably just not possible for me to chat and play at the same time, and that's fine. I mean, I should just do it and just not care how I play at all, because it is about community and stuff more so than it's about the actual play. So I just need to be happy to not do well and just, be cool with that. Okay, I'm trying to find this. I thought it was the last game before this one that I played, so Okay, I think it might be this one. Oh, it says very beginning. Let me see. Yeah, my accuracy was absolutely terrible, but again, that doesn't even make sense because it said I had 2 mistakes and 1 blunder, which isn't very much at all. Oh yeah, concentration's definitely a big piece. Yeah, I know. I know. Everybody knows about that, I'm sure. No, I should. Honestly, it's great if I know accuracy isn't about the number of blunders, but it is if you are accurate. I think if you were really accurate, you probably don't have that many blunders. Uh, oh, weird. They had 0 blunders and 1 mistake, but that can't be right because I got a ton of. That can't be correct because they gave up a ton of pieces. See, that's what I mean. I was way ahead. They had to have had more blunders than that. Um, I would need to go back to the moves if I can. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if it'll show what the best move is, or maybe I don't know where to click from here to go to the next. This isn't even the thing I was expecting to. So, okay, so that was the blunder. Obviously, that makes sense because. Oh, yeah, I guess bishop there does make sense. Um, let me see. So I'm gonna. Okay, so if I play bishop there. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Not really. I guess I don't really know how. I know it had key moments, and normally it shows a different screen where it shows a whole list of the moves, and I can go through them and look at them. But the screen I was on just now didn't have that, so that's not what I was used to. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I have a general idea, and again, I mean, I could have gone through the moves even on that screen, but uh, the screen I normally do it on has like the entire game, and it shows which ones are mistakes and which ones are blunders and whatever. And I have gone through it before, and yeah, there are a few like that was really helpful. I guess that did show a good move, which is nice, but um, I've definitely had times where it shows a different move, and it's just like that's not any better than the move I made. Like it didn't clarify. So like I don't know if they just randomly do well or don't do well at different times, or if there's just certain positions where they're more inclined to be accurate in the analysis. But I know I had one game, and I even thought about asking somebody, why is this bad? And it wasn't bad. I won. It did, they played out exactly how I thought it would, and it was great. And they called it a mistake or a blunder or something, and it's like, I don't know, it's just so confusing to know, but I don't know. Maybe not. In some cases, that's why I haven't been using it for a long time. I mean, obviously not always. I'm sure sometimes they suggest the right moves, like I said, but I've definitely had a number of times where they don't. And that's kind of why I quit trying to use the analysis, because I've had a lot of times where they suggest something worse or whatever. Like, I mean, I guess moving the knight to the edge probably usually isn't good because it looks bad positionally or whatever, but like it works at a low level. But if they're analyzing it as if you're making the best moves, well, of course it's not a best move, but it works. It's a trap. Like, it's not great, but when you're playing low rated players, it works pretty well. So, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I understand that, but computers are bad at some things too. I think I've even heard masters talk about, yeah, they really only can calculate a few moves ahead. It doesn't take certain things into account. And there are things like this game where they consider material super important. That's why they acted like I was so far ahead, even though I wasn't. Okay, so what if I put the bishop there? It doesn't matter. Um let's do that. And then I'm not sure how to. I don't know if I can continue the game from here. I think there is a big way to do that. So it might be kind of cool to see. But you see, I'm in a horrible position. You know, they're about to get a queen. They have the queen there. My king is stuck. My queen can't get out. I mean, I guess my rook can take that pawn, maybe, depending on what their next move is. But this is still a horrible position. It doesn't matter if I have a ton of extra material. It makes no difference whatsoever. So I'm gonna try that. I know there used to be a button where you could do this. Um, I don't know if that button's still around somewhere. But sure. Here we go. So this is Finnish versus computers. So I'll see if I can do this. Um, okay, this is like huge, so that means I'm gonna have to not look at chat because I just have to leave it big, I guess. Uh, yeah, if I can figure out how to do that, we can do that. I'm not sure how, but we can try to look at that after I do this. I just really want to. Okay, yeah, I can't make it smaller, so I'm just gonna have it full screen for finishing this game, but I'll try to do it. And then we can try to look at my opponent's mistakes after that. They didn't make any mistakes though. They played perfectly. That's why they were dominating even with that. Okay, that's really weird that they advanced that pawn. That's stupid. This computer is not. It's not set to a very high setting, obviously, because otherwise they would have done something different. That's actually helpful because that's not really. Um, Wait a minute. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe I should take that pawn with my bishop instead and fork the rooks. Okay. Let's see. I seriously don't think my queen is ever going to get out, to be honest. Let's see. Jeez, I can't believe I let them do that again. That was obvious, and I just let it. Let's see. Yeah, there's this. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But that's my point. I wasn't even thinking of that. I just give them one free move, and they can literally checkmate me. There's no. That proves their position is that good. There's literally nothing I can do. Okay, here's the list that I was talking about. I normally just go through this list of moves, and it shows which ones are blunders and which ones are mistakes. So that's how I normally do it. I just go to that position or whatever, and then I can see. Let's see. Yeah, you can say that it's bad. You have to know what level the computer's at. Is it a really strong one or is it weaker? There are so many different levels of computers. I had a chess game where it went levels from newcomer to master or whatever. It's so there's no way to really know unless I know the level of the computer that's being used or whatever. And again, they don't always find the best move because they take, and I know this from watching master videos, I'm not making this up. They take things into account like material, and material doesn't matter. Position is what matters. So sometimes if you have a huge material advantage, it's going to give you, say that you're way better than you are just because you have all that extra material. So anyway, okay, if you know their rating, I guess they were probably pretty strong. But you see the problem here. There's no good way out of this. It doesn't matter even if I move my king away, at some point, it's just going to fall apart. At the very least, I give away a rook. It's probably going to be worse than that. Maybe I could do king e2, king d2, king c1. And even if I do that, my rook is trapped in there and will never get out. And if I give away this rook, which would happen in the process of moving the king away, it's just, I am giving back a ton of material. It doesn't matter if it looks like I'm in a good position because it's going to fall apart. It already basically has. So it's good that we looked at it. There's no reason not to, but I don't feel like I was that wrong. Obviously, I can be wrong, and I am sometimes, so, it's good that we're going over it, but It's that bad. It's a terrible position. I don't care. It doesn't. I don't know. If I'm just finished against the computer, I don't know if it shows everything. I mean, they said to play bishop here, and so that's what I should have played. But as far as playing the rest of the game, I don't know if we can figure that all out or not. No, I never said the engine was trash. I'm just saying there are good things about it, there are bad things about it, there are times when it works, there are times it doesn't work very well because it does have weaknesses. I've heard this from masters, I'm not making this up. There are things that an engine is really good for, there are things that an engine does well. I probably should have played bishop there, and maybe against a human it could have worked out. But my position is so terrible that I honestly don't think it would have worked out. There's no way. It's like I might as well have lost the way I did because I was going to lose anyway, probably. I don't like I said they take things into account like material, and I was up a bunch of materials, so that made it look like I was doing way better than I was. Once I move my king way over to c1 and they take the rook, it would have gone way down, and they probably would end up taking the bishop and getting a new queen pretty soon too. I mean, I only have this queen in the back. This other rook is worthless because the king is trapping it in the corner there. Like, and this other pawn, their e pawn, is also going to come and become a queen. Like, it's absolutely terrible. At some point, my position was good. Yes, I'm sure that was true. But in this position at the end, no, it wasn't. If they get one free move, it's checkmate. So if I'm going to escape at all, I have to start with this E. I guess I might as well try to play through it one more time. Um, but again, and that's the other problem with this. So what if a computer could win this position? Humans would not be able to win this position, obviously. So, like, if I can make the exact perfect moves and win because of that, so what? I'm a human. It doesn't matter if I can do what a computer can do. Normally, that's not going to be the case. But I'll do that. I'll play it one more time, even though there's no point, and you know, and I'll try to move the king over and lose the rook, and you'll see that the valuation would go way down from where it is now. Let's okay. Here we go. You should quit saying that. Well, it's true that I didn't see everything. You're not seeing everything either. There's no way a human can win this position. I proved it twice. It's so easy to get checkmated. It doesn't matter what I do. You have to play perfectly for many, many moves. A master might be able to win this position, but there's no way anyone at our level ever would. No, of course not. You have to be incredible. You have to play perfect moves forever. It's so easy to get checkmated. I'm proving it to you over and over again by playing from that position, and it's still not easy. There's no way. I don't understand why you're so convinced it's easy when it's obviously not. You're only looking at the fact that I have a huge material advantage and acting like that's all that matters. And that was my point from the very beginning. Material is not the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. If you're winning by such a huge amount, of course you're. But that's kind of my point. Like I said, a master might be able to do it, but obviously I can't. That's all I'm saying. You're basically agreeing with me. I don't know why you're trying to argue about it. It's like, so what if a computer can win it? I mean, it's definitely worth taking a look because I want to have the humility to say, yeah, of course I'm wrong, of course I made mistakes, whatever. But all I'm saying is that would be hard for any human. And you're basically agreeing. If this is 3,000, nobody's 3,000. I mean, I know there's some 2,800 players and the top people in the world are close, but they might even have a hard time with it. No, I wouldn't have, and I shouldn't have. It was ridiculous. Even if I moved the bishop there, I probably wouldn't have. That's what we're proving right now. Yeah, maybe. I doubt it. Anyway, I might try it one more time, one or two more times, though. It could be interesting to see if I can figure out what works. I'm sure nothing will, but might as well take a couple more tries anyway, I guess. And it's not helping me at all. Like, yes, I should have moved the bishop there. I guess it's good to consider blocking the pawn. That's obvious. There's no way I missed that, but I did. The point is, it's like there's no, I don't know. Like, maybe I should just give away my queen. I'm gonna lose anyway. I mean, maybe it's good to do this. I don't know. Okay. That's the other thing. This entire thing is forced. So if I move the king back, it's just check. If I go, oh, that's also mate. Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do here. Um, I have to leave the king there, but I can't. Oh, this is probably the move, actually. Let's try that. No, if I take that, the rook just comes on over. That doesn't seem to work either. I really don't think anything works here. I guess I have to give away my queen. I hate to do that, but it's literally the only option I have, pretty much. That's not the best. I don't know why they did that. This is bad because they can take with rook, I take with knight. Like, they could have just taken the queen for free. So that definitely wasn't best. I mean, I guess you probably wouldn't agree just because it's a bot, but I can't possibly think how that's good. Okay, I guess that's not bad because they get a free piece and then I'm still in check and I have to move, so good point. I guess taking the knight was okay. Well, at least I survived a little bit longer that time. I have to give away the queen. I tried everything else already, and if I can sacrifice it for multiple pieces, that might be okay. Plus, my advantage was so great that if I tried the queen for something, that could be good too. Honestly, I survived that game way longer than I did the other ones, so giving away the queen has to be correct. If I don't give away the queen, I'm definitely just getting checkmated immediately. Oh, sure. Maybe I should screen share this. Um, I think this is the original position. Maybe I should just screen share this in Discord for you to be able to do something with it. But I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna do play against computer first, and then um, from that original position, I think, and then I'll screen share it in Discord. Okay. Wait a second, where is it? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay. Oh, weird. I don't see it. Um, Come on. What? Okay, it is open. I don't know. Uh, oops. Okay, I can move you to the right. Move you to the channel I'm in. Okay, there you go. It's not letting me share the string that I wanted to share. If you want to share something, you can, I guess, but I don't know if you have access to this since it was my game. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's a position. Nice. I didn't even know you had the whole position. That's pretty cool. Now you just lose the queen. So that's, I mean, you're going to give away the queen anyway, so I might as well have lost it. That's no different. I was just trying to give away my queen because I'd tried other things before that. I just don't feel like it's fun to just get the answers. I wanted to play through it some more times and see if there was anything. And even if there is, I don't know. Like, if you happen to find all the right moves and win, that would be amazing. But because you're starting in a tight spot, I don't know. Oops. Let's see. Ah, dang it. Clicked on the wrong thing. I was about to be checkmated. We just proved that many times by going over it again and again and again. As a human being, I was. Now, if I was a bot, then yes, I would have made all the right moves and I wouldn't have been checkmated. If I was a grandmaster, yes, maybe, but that's not the case. Even you had to look at a bunch of variations and try a few things. Anyone at our level was not going to survive that, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone would have gotten lucky. But we're looking at all the factors, including that they're 3,200, including that we're not good at all. There's so many factors that made it just impossible. Even though, theoretically, yes, of course it's possible to win that position. Huh. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. And that's the other thing. Like, it's great that I saw the move I should have played. And yeah, maybe against such a low rated player, that would have made a difference. But I'm not sure that I learned anything. I mean, it's just because a robot won that position doesn't mean they would have. You know, you kind of made that point earlier. Like, I don't know if it helped me at all. Maybe, but I'm not sure. Well, I guess it proved us both right. That was kind of my point. My point was I'm not going to win this position. Now, an engine is able to, obviously. An engine can win at any time, no matter what, obviously. But my point is, I wasn't going to win no matter what, and I was right. I mean, maybe, maybe they wouldn't have seen things. It's possible they wouldn't have wanted to advance the pawn, but they probably could have seen, oh, my pawn is pinned by, or my pawn is pinned to the queen. A human could have seen that. Very easy for black to play that move, even if I put the bishop there. So I'm still in trouble, so I still need to do the king there. And then they capture with the pawn, move the rook over. Those are really straightforward moves. It would be very easy for a human to see the moves that black has to make in this position. So I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me at all if black was going to win this position, even if it's a human. My biggest point at the beginning, I think, still stands, even after all this work. I mean, material doesn't matter. It usually does in low level games, it usually does when people aren't good. But in this position, material is irrelevant. Position is all that matters. And this position is so terrible that most humans would lose in this position if they're 1500 or under. Probably a master might be able to do it, but not necessarily, because one thing we did learn is you have to make a whole bunch of perfect moves in a row. So I apologize if it ever sounded like I'm trying to say I'm always right, or you know whatever. I have struggled with pride in my life a lot, and I am trying to work through that and not have that issue as much. So I apologize if that came off at all, but I really am willing to look at things, and I really am trying to look at things, and even after doing so, I don't feel like I've changed my mind that much. It still feels, and now that I know what black is going to do, and now that I'm looking at it again objectively, it's easy to see a pin. It's easy to move a rook over to an open file once the e file is open. I feel like black has a really easy position to play, even if it's a human, and white doesn't, and that's just the way it is. Oops. Alright, well, it's getting close to 11 and I do have work tomorrow, so I think I'm going to get going. So probably will be back tomorrow evening. I am working tomorrow. So for anybody new, feel free to follow or subscribe, and I will be on Tuesday and Wednesday quite a bit, probably Friday and Saturday a decent amount, maybe a little bit on Thursday. So have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.